Good morning, you guys. Your boy Ben Mahari here, representing Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. One little disclaimer there before I continue on with this video. I have made the decision to start putting my morning videos and other stuff of my topics I'm thinking of from now on in the morning time using the Premiere video networking format here on YouTube. So any morning video that I have on YouTube was going to be under the Premiere format. So make sure to turn on your notifications. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to get all the latest notifications when I start dropping any videos or any live streams that I decide to do right here on this channel. And for all the new people that is here on this channel, this is about the world of basketball, the world of sports, or any other topic that I'd like to discuss on right here on this channel. And if you have any suggestions of any videos that you want me to do, just make sure to comment your opinions right here on the comment section. Now, let's get to the video at hand here, shall we? So the Philadelphia 76ers once again failed in the playoffs, and once again, they failed again in Game 7. Joel Embiid, who was this year's most valuable player, and yes, he was deserving of that MVP award, unfortunately, did not perform well in Game 7. So for the third straight season, and for the fifth time in the last 6 seasons, they have failed to reach the conference finals or even go, as be honest, the NBA finals since the famous 2001 season led by Allen Iverson. So pretty much the Philadelphia 76ers have been a team over the last 6 seasons that have had, high levels of talent, going back to the times when Ben Simmons, or even before that, uh, Jimmy Butler was on the team. And each time that they've gotten to the second round, they've either lost in Game 7 in the final minute or get embarrassingly blown out, like we saw on Sunday when the Boston Celtics pretty much trounced on the Philadelphia 76ers. And unfortunately, Embiid didn't play like the MVP form that he was supposed to be in the biggest game. He shot only 5 of 18 from the field. And unfortunately, Mr. James Harden did not play up to his capabilities as well. He basically struggled as well. He only scored 9 points and shot 3 of 11 from the field, and only had 6 rebounds, 7 assists. But he only took 11 shots the whole game for 9 points. And basically, throughout the entire time in these playoffs, these two superstars pretty much, they've had their moments of potential greatness. We saw the talent within these guys, but every time when it comes down to the bright lights where they have to prove themselves in the postseason, they always come up short. And people around social media show no mercy to the 76ers. I've seen, comments like choke artists, the occasional of you guys are the most talented team in the league, but you guys fail once again. It was relentless. And I was like, man, they are taking the task on these guys. But, I will say that, for these guys, they basically endured a lot. What we saw with Ben Simmons not completing that layup against the Atlanta Hawks. And I gotta say this too. Ben Simmons really trolled the heck out of those 76ers when he was sitting in his home watching the game, just sitting with some wine and just out there chilling. I thought it was just, a little bit funny. But to the story at hand here, these 76ers, unfortunately, are the biggest underachievers in the NBA right now. These guys, unfortunately, they've done well in the regular season, but every time when it's come playoff time, when they have to put everything on the line to become the team that we expect them to be, they've always have fallen short. And I think at this point, a lot of Philadelphia fans are just really losing patience with this team. First it was Ben Simmons, then it was Jimmy Butler. You know what I mean? Then it was the coaching issue, right? Then when Doc Rivers came along with all the records of, blowing huge leads, despite winning the only championship in Boston, right? Now Doc Rivers comes in, and pretty much it's the same formula all over again. So at this point right now, I wouldn't say it's time for it to blow it up and try again, but something has to change to this team. Either something mentally has to change with this team, or some key pieces need to be changed if they want to get to that championship level again, I don't know what the answer is. But right now, the 76ers, they've pretty much underachieved again. And it's just very, very disappointing when you have talent like Embiid and Harden, who shown to be great scorers in the league and shown what their talents are capable of. But when it's all on the line, they always come up short. And unfortunately, I can't help but to sit here and say that these guys have underachieved again. And it's a very sad situation. I'm not going to go, curse them out or anything like that. I'm not that type of personality, but something's got to change. Something has to change with this team if they're going to get to a championship level or to get to the NBA finals, which has been their main goal from the beginning. But I just really feel that these guys, they underachieve again. And next year, they're gonna have to endure all the baggage of winning Game 5 in Boston, and then losing that 10-point lead in Game 6, and allow Jason Tatum to get his fire back. And when it came down to Game 7 on Sunday, they did put up an admirable fight when it was tied at 55 until Jason Tatum just blew up the entire game and just took over from there. And there was nothing that the 76ers could do to stop them. And it was very disappointing to see. But give credit to the Celtics for doing a good job of defending against Embiid and making things look tough on James Harden. They did a really good job, and they limited their effectiveness and pretty much, you can say, virtually shut them down, virtually the entire game. So they're going to have to answer a lot of questions in the offseason, man. And you have to say that it it's got to come down to two things. Are they going to bring are they going to keep the same team together for next year, or are they going to try to bring in another critical piece or fix the bench, whatever they have to do to try to get this team to the conference finals or even as far as the NBA finals? Because I know that the 76ers, they're starving for an NBA championship. Haven't even seen a championship since their unforgettable season of 1983. So something's got to change. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. What do you think the Philadelphia Sixers have to do to really get themselves over the hump and really become the elite team that many expected them to be? But I'm anxious to see what you guys think. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And with that, I'm out. Peace.